recognize the interconnectedness of all life on Earth and the importance of maintaining biodiversity for the long-term sustainability of our planet. By taking action to address the current biodiversity crisis, we can help ensure that future generations are able to enjoy the benefits of a healthy and diverse planet. Continuing from the previous essay, it is important to note that the loss of plant and animal species due to extinction during the New Earth period also had significant cultural and aesthetic impacts. Many species that went extinct during this period were important to human societies and had cultural significance. For example, the woolly mammoth, which went extinct during the New Earth period, was an important source of food and materials for many indigenous communities. Similarly, many plant species that went extinct during this period had been used for centuries for their medicinal and culinary properties. The loss of these species has had a profound impact on cultural heritage and traditional knowledge. It has also led to the loss of unique ecosystems and habitats that were home to these species, further exacerbating the loss of biodiversity. Furthermore, the loss of biodiversity during the New Earth period had a significant impact on the planet's carbon cycle and the regulation of climate. Many plant species play a crucial role in absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in the soil and biomass. The loss of these species has led to a reduction in the planet's ability to sequester carbon and regulate the climate, contributing to the ongoing climate crisis. In addition to the impacts of extinction during the New Earth period, it is important to note that current rates of biodiversity loss are alarmingly high. According to the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, IPS, up to 1 million plant and animal species are at risk of extinction in the coming decades, primarily due to human activities such as habitat destruction, overexploitation, and climate change. This rapid loss of biodiversity has significant implications for the long-term sustainability of life on Earth, and highlights the urgent need for action to address this crisis. To address the current biodiversity crisis, it is essential that we take a multifaceted approach that addresses the root causes of biodiversity loss. This includes promoting sustainable land use practices, such as agroforestry and sustainable forestry, to reduce the loss and fragmentation of habitats. We must also work to reduce our dependence on unsustainable resource use, such as overfishing and the unsustainable harvesting of timber and non-timber forest products. Furthermore, it is important to address the underlying drivers of biodiversity loss, such as climate change and the unsustainable consumption of natural resources. This includes reducing greenhouse gas emissions to mitigate the impacts of climate change, and promoting sustainable consumption and production patterns to reduce our ecological footprint. Investing in conservation efforts and the restoration of degraded ecosystems is also essential for protecting biodiversity. This includes protected area management and restoration, as well as the use of innovative approaches such as rewilding and assisted migration to help threatened species adapt to changing environmental conditions. Finally, it is important to recognize the importance of local and indigenous knowledge in biodiversity conservation. Indigenous peoples and local communities have developed unique and valuable knowledge of their local ecosystems over centuries, and their participation in conservation efforts is essential for achieving effective and sustainable biodiversity conservation. In addition to the actions mentioned in the previous essay, there are several other strategies that can be employed to address the current biodiversity crisis. One such strategy is the restoration of degraded ecosystems. Restoring degraded ecosystems can help promote biodiversity by providing habitat for threatened species and improving ecosystem function.